no matter if someone is gay, straight, a man, woman, transgender, veteran, someone with special needs, we're all human beings. And when we have this moment to connect with someone who makes us feel safe, and we're able to take control of our appearance and how we present ourselves to the world, there's this transformation moment that happens. Saints of Steel is a nonprofit that focuses on helping people start over through haircuts. So we do pop-up haircut events in different cities that allow people to go through a transformation. We have partners at our pop-up events that give people opportunities and resources, as well as dedicated support on reaching three main goals: obtaining a job, reconnecting with loved ones, and being able to reach stable and safe housing. Haircuts are such a unique thing, and the entry point of a haircut is something that is absolutely a gateway to human connection. We find that people innately know what to do when they sit in a chair. That therapeutic conversation between their barber or their hairstylist allows them to not only connect and really relax, but by the end of their haircut, they're able to look at themselves in the mirror and discover either someone that they've never seen before or someone that they haven't seen in a long time. And usually that look in the mirror gives them the hope to start a brand new life. You know, when we go out into the community and we're doing these pop-up events, my favorite part is being able to see the surprise look on people's faces when they look into the mirror. In fact, we've actually named these moments because they happen every single time. Right before we give someone the mirror, we let the team know that a transformation moment is about to happen. And these are the best moments because we're all able to take this moment and celebrate the moment that someone looks at themselves in the mirror and they see hope, they see a new start, and a path towards a better version of themselves.
Saints of Steel are so awesome. This is just right on the money. Thank you all so much.
We had a young gentleman by the name of Marvin who stepped into the room, wasn't sure if he wanted to sign up, kind of was surveying the scene, and finally through a conversation with the person in the front, decided to sign in and take a seat. At the moment, Marvin really was shy. He was by himself. He really wasn't talking to anybody, but he was watching. He was trying to really, put together what was going on. And when he was called up to go ahead and get his hair cut, he was really nervous. He didn't know the quality of the haircut, the person, cutting his hair, and he understood that this event was to help prepare for the job fair, that he wasn't quite sure if he was going to go. His confidence, will say, from his body language and from the conversation he had with his barber, just wasn't in the best place. And so after his haircut, not only did he stare at himself in the mirror for a prolonged period of time and hugged his barber, but the next day when he went to the career fair in his suit and tie, he got 2 job offers the next day. And that actually got back to our team, and that was one of our favorite, my favorite moments, and something that helps me remember what this work and the potential of this work can have on each person.
So initially, we didn't realize how important storytelling would be. It kind of happened on a whim when Jazz was experiencing one of her first community pop-ups, and I asked if she wanted me to bring my camera because I love street photography and I practiced it for a couple of years. So I said, hey, I'll bring my camera and I'll take some shots of you. And so after the pop-up, which was servicing people experiencing homelessness, we reviewed the photographs and we were just amazed by the expressions and the transformation, the visual transformation that we saw from our participants who would come into their chair with Jazz and, you know, averting their eye contact or you slumping over, and you could just see that they weren't feeling too great in their own skin. And then after their haircut, I would, you know, be right in front of Jazz and her participant with my camera, shooting away, and you see their eyes light up. You see they're sitting a little bit taller. They're making eye contact, and now they're kind of like, there's some moments where people want to pose and have multiple shots taken of them. And so I think it's such a beautiful thing that storytelling provides such a safe space for someone to feel good in their own skin. We're definitely evolving our program to make storytelling a priority this year and years moving forward by truly capturing full stories of our participants. I believe Jazz mentioned that, you know, we work in partnership with case managers to be and walk alongside the journey of our participants. And storytelling is extremely pivotal in that. We are working on capturing full stories before, durings, and afters, because last year we focused mainly on the transformation moments. And we are wanting to create a safe space for someone, for example, who may be experiencing homelessness to share their story. And it's a hard story to share. You know, I think it's such a beautiful thing with storytelling where it's really unnerving to have a camera in front of you, but when someone feels safe enough with the person behind the camera to let their guard and their walls down, to share something that's so traumatic, that has shifted their world either for the worse or for the better, I think it's such a beautiful thing that we're trying to prioritize within our organization.
So not only are haircuts a unique entry point, but when we are helping people in the community, often I'm reflecting on personal experiences so that we can continue to design experiences that allow people to feel safe and extremely confident. And one of the groups of people that we work with are LGBTQ youth and adults. And so when I was younger, I went through a lot of bullying as an LGBTQ youth, and I never really felt like I fit anywhere. I had long hair, and that didn't really feel natural to me, and I wanted to go one day get this haircut, but I was extremely terrified because I didn't know where to go. I didn't know whether I can go to a barber shop because there were so many men in that shop. It was very intimidating. And I felt like if I went into a salon, I would get this very different haircut that I wasn't quite confident that the hairstylist could do. But I finally found someone that could offer me a safe space and be able to slowly get me to where my length of hair was comfortable. And when we finally got it, I looked at myself in the mirror and I felt like I was reborn. And so helping displaced LGBTQ youth is something that we've not only done because of it being the right thing to do, especially in San Francisco with the rise of homelessness and 24% of that being LGBTQ youth. Safe space is one of the most important things that our organization can offer someone. And displacement often happens when people are going through abuse in some sort of way, bullying, or there's so many different reasons out there, but LGBTQ youth, from seeing what I've seen in San Francisco, felt like a really organic place to start. We have learned so many things in the 28 pop-ups we've been able to do in our first year, and now that we've understood our programs, our partners, and what pop-ups look like when they are extremely efficient, when they're able to serve the right number of people to create a very unique experience, we know that this year we're going to be able to tell more stories about this work, and we want to shine a light on how passions can change lives. And so for the future for Saints of Steel, we're really hoping to ignite people's passions and show that when people get to celebrate those with other people, and in cities across the United States, we can show that communities and lives can be transformed just by exercising your passion. And so documenting this work is going to be the most important thing that we do for this year, and it'll help us build an incredible future for Saints of Steel and the people who get to participate in it.